morning to you, Nigeria. And of course, it's time for you to wake up and of course, step up the tempo. It's Wednesday, y'all.
Get up out of bed. It's 7 a.m. wake up time.
Yes.
And of course, you can be a part of this amazing show that we're going to be bringing you this morning. We have quite a lot to dish out. Food, music, health, fashion.
So much, in fact.
Motivation, arts, and even farming. So it's going to be a special show today, this Wednesday. My name is Yomi Ookwe.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinso. Now, we always appreciate all your comments, contributions, but we appreciate the fact that you might not be right there sitting on your seat right now. You might need to take us with you. We're right now streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Your comments.
Yeah, really, really important. Breath of fresh air for us. It gives us an idea that people are actually watching us. Because sometimes we feel like we're talking to ourselves.
Yeah, and it's weird, right?
Yeah,
it's kind of weird.
Weird when you're looking at a camera, but we know you're watching, so let us know that you are. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Now, we mentioned earlier that food was a very important part of the show. We weren't kidding about that.
Yeah, and in the building this morning, we have Mary and Chef D.
Chef V.
Chef V, sorry.
Chef V.
Uncle V. You see yourself?
Uncle V,
Good
okay.
morning.
Well, when you say Uncle V, you know, it was still trying to
Uncle V, yeah.
work those words around.
He's your regular old uncle.
But the uncle that stays in the kitchen.
Yeah. All right, so straight to this morning's highlights. We never do the show without music. And today, self-proclaimed hip-hop rapper, dancer, and songwriter TT Lokay will be joining us for a live performance on the show. She'll be performing Bust My Brain. Bust My Brain.
That's protocol. Where you fuck up for you, and that's your fault. No. The answer's no.
Humans at some point or another develop a sense of entitlement, you know, with everything, especially in a relationship. Damilola Oluwatoyinbo will be back here again talking to us about this very delicate issue.
And gum care is as vital as caring for other parts of the body. That's your gums in your mouth. Dr. Okpeyemi Okoiso will be joining us later on to talk about some tips for caring for your gums and why this is really, really important.
If after all this, you're finding your morning still needs a kick, then stick around. We have a number of funny videos that you have to see.
Outside.
Let me see it.
This is the money you're looking for.
Thank you very much. You're drinking.
You're not going to give Uncle the money now.
If you move, I will blow you on you.
Yeah. And lastly, we'll be having Nigerian comedian and actor Teju Babyface joining us for a chat before we wrap up the show.
Interesting. Him, as far as he likes it, you don't enter dictionary. He not send you. I went to see one recently. Those days I wanted to buy a car. I saw a BMW convertible somewhere in VI there. Nice car. So I entered. I said, Oga, what? He said, nah, I knows you. He said, nah, I knows you from TV. You are that boy, Babyface or something. You're welcome. What can I do for you? I'm like, Oga, I came for the BMW convertible. He said, I don't have any car like that here. I'm like, Oga is outside. He's one. He said, show me.
Okay, I really can't wait to see Teju.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
He's
and,
not just a comedian, stand-up comedian, also TV host, has his own talk show, and you know, he has a very inspirational story as well.
yes, he does.
He has a set of twins, so he's a Baba Beji, you know?
Yeah, like you.
I'm just connecting on that level, and he's a really fun guy. Why? MM is just giggling. Why?
I'm wondering
What's going on in my mind, yeah?
I know you.
You don't want to know.
Okay, so
Okay.
both of you are wearing some pink, so let us know
Yes.
why.
Okay, so a lot of people have probably heard about it. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah.
There are a lot of women who have lost their lives because of breast cancer, and it is something that is easy to trace before it gets to the later stages where it's hard to crack down on. There are a lot of survivors out there, and of course, if you are a survivor and you have a story that might inspire someone, just send it to us online. You know, you could tag us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter with our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
And then if you have a family history of breast cancer, it's a good idea to consider taking out, your breasts. Many people are doing it these days. you know, before the cancer comes, just because, you know, there's a family
But
history.
it's a big decision.
It's a big decision.
Huge.
There's some others who elect
decision.
to just check more regularly.
There are
regularly
some,
than others,
just
so.
There are some
Don't bother, they
actors
just
that
take it
have
out.
done it. We know Angelina
And
Jolie took out both of her, you know, her mammary glands because of the fact that so many women in her family had gone through it and she just didn't want to. But it's a really huge decision, something...
And apart from that, it's going to be a huge cost as well.
Of course.
Because,
of course.
especially when you're deciding to take it when there's no cancer there. So people are going to wonder why you want to do it.
Yeah.
And so
Well, it's
if,
no
you don't
longer
have
strange.
if you don't have the funds to do it, it's going to
I
be
think
pretty tough.
the
This part
foundation,
might be
I think it starts from not paying attention to the little things. So before it becomes cancerous, it's a tumor. So, and then you're feeling it, but you're not paying attention to it because you feel that it's just some pain just going on somewhere. That when you take painkillers, it will go away. But I think we need to start to pay more attention to our health, even the nitty-gritties. As little as your hand shaking, you pay attention to it. As little as a headache that is persistent, you pay attention to it. You see a doctor, all of those things.
And
so,
contrary to what many people think, men also suffer from breast cancer.
Very
Keep that
important
in mind.
point.
So many
Very
people think
important.
it's a women kind of problem. No, it's a general one. Both men and women suffer from breast cancer, so it's not unique to just women.
Yeah,
There
well,
is,
of
of
course,
course.
Disproportionately.
Yes, of course.
Compared to women,
yeah,
yeah.
compared to men.
There's so much information you can find online. Of course, if you have your stories, make sure you send them to us. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Okay, hello Nigeria, this is Wake Up Nigeria and this is May Your Feet. So we're starting our exercise this morning. We're going to have warm up to exercise, stationary exercise on the right and jumping exercise on the left. So let's start by stretching out. Everybody, come on, let's go up this way. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and take to the side. Come on, 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and take it to the other side. That's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 8, 9, and 10, and take it up. Then you push it up this way and take it forward to this side and take it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and take it back forward to the other side. Pay back time and take it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's come to this side now. This stationary exercise. Let's go on squat. Come on. Everybody go this way. That's 1, 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going forward lunges. Go this way, everybody. Come on. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, 8, 9, and 10. And you go to the side this way. Mountain climb. Come on, go. 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have to get it right. Get it right. Come on, let's go to the other side. Now we're going jumping this way. 1, 2 now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and jumping jacks. Go. This way. Come on. 2, 3, 4. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then go down this way. And touch it out. Come on. Don't stop. That's it. Go. 3 now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And back to the middle this way. And just push forward. Push. That's your relaxation time. Relax a bit. Come on. That's 2. Push it out. Come on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now back to this side now, stationary exercise. And you go down again, come on. 2, 3 now, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and back to the middle. So now we're going for a break now. Thank you.
Hello again. It's time for another amazing experience this beautiful morning, cooking in the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And you know who I have with me? Uncle V. And I'm sure he's ready to get stuff going.
Yeah.
But first, what will you be making?
I'm making plantain and egg frittata.
Plantain and egg
frittata,
frittatas.
yeah.
Well, sounds simple.
Yeah, it's a very simple dish for breakfast.
Okay.
And we have everything we're going to use it.
Okay, let's talk about everything that we're going to make use of.
Okay. We have our eggs, obviously.
Of course.
Our plantain. We have our bell peppers, red, yellow, and green.
Okay.
We have our cayenne pepper.
Okay.
We have our mashed ginger.
Yeah, I noticed you mashed this earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. There's
We
no
have
garlic
our
there?
No
Is there a
garlic.
particular reason?
Because there's this taste it gives when you use garlic with egg. Some people don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
that's why.
But
We have our curry.
if you want garlic, you can always
you
include it. It
can.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can have our curry, we have our salt, and we have our seasoning, and we have our onion.
Onions. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the first thing we're doing?
Okay, we're frying the plantain.
Frying the
first.
plantain.
Yeah, so we have our oil heated already.
Okay.
And
There you go.
at this point, okay,
Maybe.
we can, let's transfer this here so we can season it.
All right. Now, besides plantain and egg, we can always include other things, even if it's called plantain egg frittata.
Yeah, you can
can put in
actually
suya.
put hot dog.
Although it's too foreign.
sausage, okay.
Suya. Do you know what egg and suya can do in somebody's life? You can speak in tongues because of it. Egg and suya.
Egg and yeah, true. I tried it once. It was.
No, it's not once. It's not once. It's the kind of thing that can make you put 5 kg on in 3 days. Makes a lot of sense. Very tasty. Okay, I think our oil is hot enough.
Yeah.
I fear it's too hot though. Let's see.
Let's see.
Okay. So what's the process like after frying the plantain?
After frying the plantain.
No, go ahead.
After frying the
What
plantain.
do we do?
Well, what you do is you mix the egg. We'll have to fry our onion.
Oh, you're good
Yeah.
with the peppers?
With the peppers,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Then mix it with the egg and
then you put all the seasonings. You're right. It's quite simple.
very simple.
Okay.
Just in case you're running late and you have
To quickly
plantain,
make a
yeah.
dish. But you know the one that is not simple? This one.
Yeah,
Plantain can take
obviously.
time, especially when it's the first batch. Unless the oil has been used, you know, if it's reused oil, then it's fast. But if it's fresh oil, it takes a longer time to fry.
Yeah, very true. And not just that, you know, it's very hard for you to fry plantain and not have a taste of it.
So you're one of them.
I am. I can't deny that really.
So where's your
can't.
dodo gang now?
I didn't come with
No,
it.
like I can, you know, I don't know. Cooking for me in the kitchen, to be eating what I'm cooking, by the time the meal is ready, most times I've lost appetite. So I always try.
I don't know. It doesn't work for me.
The only thing I know that when I'm making, I know I've eaten my own portion before I serve is spaghetti. I don't know what spaghetti has done to me. I will just take mine and start eating. I just really love pasta. Okay, you're not going to fry everything?
As much as the pan can take.
Bro, are you not in Nigeria? Pour everything inside. What do you mean as much as it can take? Let me find space for you. We'll find the space. Eh? We conserve energy in this part of the world, especially when you know that anytime the electricity can... Let me not say anything again. But you just have to be really smart when cooking.
Yeah, true.
This one is when you know, it's your personal kitchen now. You're a chef, international chef. Your gen is on standby. We are waiting. You don't want to say up NEPA. Okay, so one more here.
Can have that. Okay.
You see? You started seeing. Perhaps I should have been the one doing it. Then you would have been seeing everything. There's one that is actually... There's one here that is on top, so we need to find space for that one. Have you seen the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This one?
This one.
So we need to find a way to adjust. See the way we are doing dodo like an art. I can just imagine how many people are
Dodo
easy.
is
Like,
life.
what are these boys doing? Ordinary Dodo. But really, Dodo is life.
Dodo
It
is
is.
life.
Okay, so we wait for it to fry.
Yeah, to fry, yeah.
When it's fried, then we... Are we
Then we
going to
can-
fry the egg separately? And then mix it up? Or what are you going to do?
No, when we fry this, we turn it into the egg
Okay.
and mix it together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
it's
we now...
been spiced already, so when you turn it into...
No, I'm actually talking about when the eggs are fried.
Okay, when it's fried, after when the
Eggs are in the pan.
the eggs are in the pan, then we can layer our...
Oh, okay, you're going to
plantain.
layer it, not
Yeah.
that you're going to maybe stir it in or
No,
something.
no.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
It's like
pizza?
a pizza, yeah.
Okay.
pizza.
Well, that's awesome. It's time, however, for a music performance. And before the music performance, I should let you know that you'd be seeing the end process of this. Don't worry. You'd see what it's going to do later. So a music performance from TT Loke right about now, and Yomi is on standby with her. Hi, Yomi.
Yeah, things are looking good in the kitchen. I'm loving it. It's looking nice. So on Wake Up Nigeria, you know it's all about performance. It's really, really exciting stuff. And we'll bring you the best of the best. Right now, I have TT Loke, who's a rapper, a dancer, and songwriter, and whose music can be described as rhythmic and soulful. In the course of her career, she has performed with some of the industry's finest and has opened shows for headliners like Tubaba, Sound Sultan, Davido, Michael Blankson, and many more. She's going to be performing Bust My Brain this morning. Yes. And she's awesome. Are you ready for us?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this.
Mo beats, it's a banger, baby.
Can I get this picture off my brain? Every time I see you, they go insane. Show fashion me, let's That you they bust my brain. Show fashion me, let's That you they bust my brain. No, I cannot get this picture off my brain. Every time I see you, they go insane. Show fashion me, let's That you they bust my brain. Show fashion me, let's That you they bust my brain. No, you told me that you love me and you always down to ride. But no, instead you slapped me in the face with all your lies. I saw you with that chick and now you can't even deny. And when I saw that text, I should have kicked you to the left. But baby boy, you had me long time. Said I was the apple of your eye. You said for me that you would die. Said I was the light to your sunshine, and I believed you. But you deceived me. You brought me all this wahala. Oh, more you got me going crazy. Can I get this picture off my brain? Every time I see you, they go insane. Show fashion me, let's That you they bust my brain. Show fashion me, let's That you they bust my brain. No, I cannot get this picture off my brain. Every time I see you, they go insane. Show fashion me, let's my brain, show fashion me, let's And you they bust my brain, no. Why you want to go and play me when I gave you all that you need? Say we stay together forever, but no, you lie. You got my motor slept in my condo, chop for rice, even the. You done met mama and papa, now you they make my head go sky. You're a dog, working down skits, games and tricks, no tricks for your shit. No shaka around, no gilly love. I share worlds, no girls come above me. Female baby, I thought I was a lady. I wanted your last name, but you would never change. I cannot get this picture off my brain. Every time I see you, they go insane. Show fashion me, let's That you they bust my brain. Show fashion me, let's That you they bust my brain. No, I cannot get this picture off my brain. Every time I see you, they go insane. That you they bust my brain, show fashion me, let's That you they bust my brain, no. bust my brain.
All right, all right, all right. Well done, Loki. So it's awesome. I mean, you are splitting your time between DC and Lagos, and you're doing some work right here in the city.
Yes, yes.
Of course, we're going to be talking with you later on the show.
Okay.
So no worries. And we're going to be taking a break now. But awesome performance. It was
Thank you
beautiful,
so
beautiful.
much.
And that video, really good. Who did that video?
Thank you. His name is Alvin Elmore. He did it. Actually, I shot it in Chicago.
Okay,
Illinois.
okay.
Yes.
Nice one, nice one.
Thank you.
All right, so you've done some great work, of course, with Two-Face, Sal Sultan, and a bunch of other people over the years.
Yes.
And of course, you're going to be telling us about your new projects as well.
Yeah, she should.
All right, so there's so much more on Wake Up Nigeria. We're going to be taking a break now. Really? But don't forget, we're going to be meeting with Low Key, getting more up close and personal with her on the show. Quick break.
And we are back. Well, I've been spending time with Chef Uncle V, being tutored in the art of cooking great meals this morning. The thing is, he doesn't know that I've been here for so long. I can probably cook better than him. But yeah, we'll just pretend that we don't know anything about cooking. Gone are the days when Beyonce used to knock somebody's head anyhow. All right, so we're still frying the plantain. Why don't we make this into batches? So everybody can see what the pizza would look like. And now I'm calling it egg pizza. It's plantain, egg fritters.
Plantain and egg fritters.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So let's take out some of the plantain.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one is ready now.
Yeah. We'll just take out the ones that are ready. Yeah. So we'll make just a bit of the egg fritters. Let me grab a smaller pan just so you can show that. Perhaps we'll just use 1 or 2 eggs to demonstrate. Just a minute. All right, so for eggs, you know, for some people, frying eggs is, you know, something they don't really like. Yeah, I was shocked to find out recently that some people don't even like their eggs fried. They prefer it cooked. Like, they would achieve the same thing you're doing, but with water.
Yeah.
I was amazed, because I didn't think stuff like that was possible.
You know why? Some people don't like oil.
Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps because of weight loss and all.
And, you know, so they tend to go for boiled eggs.
Yeah. We could continue frying on the other side, so we can now make the egg here. Okay. So we have the oil. We'll just take a bit of oil from there, and then we do the egg fritters. I just want to make sure that you see what the egg fritters would look like when it's made, okay? So we'll just make a little portion before making the full one. You see the full one much later on. I think that's enough. Yeah. Let that continue to fry. So okay, so let's see this.
You have to beat the egg. Okay,
let me get a fork. So we beat how many eggs?
Let's beat 3 eggs.
2 eggs, right?
3 is okay.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
The plantain isn't much, oh. It's not much, actually.
Okay,
so
we can do 2. 2 is okay.
Okay. Because we still have to fry those.
Grab this.
Aha. So that's it.
So right now
you season while wait for the pan. Okay.
I don't really like using too much oil to
fry your eggs. I don't like much oil either. The lesser the oil, the better for me, as far as I'm concerned, especially when it comes to eggs. Okay, so a bit of vegetables.
Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to saute the veggies.
Should I?
Let's have the ginger.
This one?
No, the ginger.
The ginger, okay. The ginger. How much ginger do you need?
Too high. Okay.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
All right. So you pounded all of this to just use a little bit.
I will make it more later, so we need to leave.
Is this okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So after the ginger.
Add a little oil.
Okay, a little more oil.
Yeah.
So what goes in?
I will stir it just for a while.
Okay. The vegetables?
Yeah, let's have the curry.
The curry, okay. So after the curry, what goes in?
Salt.
Salt. Is that enough?
Yeah, this is enough.
Okay. How much salt do you need?
Just a little bit. Very little.
Very little because of the eggs.
And
Is that okay?
And then seasoning.
The seasoning, okay. I believe that's a little, right?
Yeah, very little. Very.
Cubes, okay. So that little.
Yeah, should do.
Okay. The Nigerian in me will not agree to do this. Let me just do a little here.
Yeah, that works.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. So afterwards, what goes in?
Let's add our pepper.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that enough? A little more?
Yeah. Let's have a little more.
All these things we've put, we've not even put the vegetables yet.
Yeah, we'll.
So next,
yeah.
Okay, little at a time. Yeah. So all the peppers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. See. So the pepper.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's all.
Okay. So we allow it saute, fry the eggs in it. Or you're gonna pour it inside the egg.
You can decide to pour the egg inside here.
Okay.
But I like to
pour it inside here. Okay.
And then stir it.
Okay. That's when you now beat the eggs.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Never done this way.
Need a little oil here.
Okay. So when you fry, you now put the eggs on it.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never had to, this is strange. Like I'm used to pouring my eggs into the pan, not pouring what I've fried. But as they say, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, very true.
So you fry now?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Now one thing one should avoid is using high heat for this.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to have your heat should be really low.
Low, okay.
So it doesn't.
To achieve your aim. Are you
so
putting the plantain now, or?
No. Well, I like cook for a little.
Cook a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So at the very end, of course, you'd see how all of this gets put together. Remember, good food is essential, and so is a healthy gum to chew properly. Yum yum. So let's head to Titi and Dr. Okoiso for tips to a healthy gum. Hi, Titi.
The couch. Yes, indeed. It's time for us to talk health. Every Wednesday, very, very important. Now, healthy gums are essential, especially for fresh breath and a host, in fact, more than a host of other things. Dr. Okpeyemi Okiso is right here to talk to us one more time. And it's great to have you here. The importance of healthy gums and regular visits to the dentist.
Yes.
I know we've talked about this many, many times. It feels like a broken record, but I want to take it from the angle of the everyday person. You know, the everyday person wakes up in the morning, starts brushing their teeth, and possibly notices that their gums are bleeding.
Right.
What does that mean?
Okay, so like you said, gum disease, very important topic to talk about. One of the early signs of gum disease could be bleeding gums, but it's not in all cases. Okay. But if your gums bleed, the first thing I like to say is it isn't really normal. Okay. Your gums shouldn't bleed when you brush. Okay. They bleed, when gums bleed, it's a sign of inflammation. And gum disease is an inflammatory disease, all right? So common signs of gum disease will be bleeding gums, swollen gums, very red gums. Okay. People say our gums are already red. No, our gums are pink. Okay. So when your gums look reddish, it's because they're filled with blood. Okay. So that's why it's red. Some foul odor from the mouth, that's another common sign of gum disease. If you see that your teeth have a lot of collection, like whitish, we call it calculus. Okay. It looks like there are whitish plaques all over your teeth that you can't brush off. Yeah. That's another common sign of gum disease. Okay. So that means that something is going on with your gums and you need to get it looked at.
Okay, so you did mention just now that our gums are supposed to be pink.
Yes.
What about people that find out that their gums are dark?
Okay, yes. Dark. That happens in black people. Okay. And it's the pigmentation we have in our skin that we're seeing in our gums. All right. So for some people, they have like black rims around their gums. That's normal. All right. Yes, fantastic. Yes.
All right, so I've noted that a lot of people, once they've maybe had an extraction, you know, their gums seem to, you know, sink or something like that. So I'm wondering, when it comes to removing teeth, how does that affect your gums?
Okay, can we talk about the progression of how having gum disease can lead to your teeth getting loose?
Okay, fantastic.
Fantastic, good. So if you have bad gums or you have unhealthy gums, gum disease, it's a progressive disease. So the early signs are what I told you about. But if the disease progresses, the bacteria that's causing the disease begin to affect the supporting tissues of the teeth. So your teeth become loose. They no longer have the anchorage to the bone that they should have. And so over time, they loosen, and then people will tell you, my teeth just fell out, or the tooth started to hurt me. And then, like I was telling you earlier, some people say, my mother had it, my father had it, it runs in my family. It doesn't run in families. If your teeth are falling out, there is a problem. It's probably gum disease progressing to loose teeth. And you don't want to lose your teeth. Because like you said, if you lose most of your back teeth, you have a sunken cheek. It doesn't look nice. But beyond even the way it looks is functionality. You can't eat in your old age. You can't take care of yourself. A healthy mouth is where you start with a healthy body.
Okay, so I like what you talked about when it comes to the jawline.
Yes.
So the gum actually helps the structure of how you look.
Absolutely.
So if you keep removing teeth, it's going to affect how your jaw looks.
Yes, because imagine that you have teeth, then you have the gums. Underneath the gums is bone.
Okay.
The reason why your bones stay at a certain level is because there are teeth in place, all the structures are in place. Like anything in the body, once things are removed, it begins to atrophy. It's called atrophy. So you begin to lose supporting tissues. And so that's why you have that sunken look. The teeth are gone, the bone recedes, the bone begins to grow downwards, and the gum itself grows downwards, and then, you know, you have that.
You lose that structure.
The structure. Same thing with front and all that.
We've talked about the fact that, you know, we need to make sure we get our gums checked.
Yes.
Right? But how regularly should we be going to the dentist as quickly as possible?
Okay, fine. So you need to go to your dentist twice a year.
Okay.
So we have something we call the twos. You need to brush your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes and visit your dentist twice a year. Okay. All right, so every 6 months you get a checkup so your dentist can take a look at your mouth. And the reason why you need to do that is because we talked about, you know, the calculus and plaque, which is the way you scrape your teeth, you get this white substance. Now everybody has it. It's full of bacteria. Now, if you don't clean properly, it sticks to those nooks and crannies. You can't get them out, no matter how hard your brush is. So you need to go to the dentist and get them professionally cleaned, which is why we call it a cleaning, a scaling and a polishing. Thank you. So you need to get a professional cleaning to get that done. Reduces the bacteria in your mouth and other things to get your gums nice and healthy.
Thank you so much for coming once again to the studio. Now, when it comes to our teeth and our health, we are very, very passionate about that. Tell us what you've been going through with regard to your teeth. Tweet to us. Make sure you use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Let's see if we can help answer some of your questions. Now, we're rounding off the first hour of the show on that note. Take a little bit, take a bit of time to to spend with us later on. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Now, sometimes we feel like spelling it out for you, so we spell it like this: W-A-K-E-U-P. Wake up, Nigeria!
I think you're catching some of that spirit from Low Key.
Well, I've been in a really good mood today. I don't know why. I'll probably tell someone about it later on. Don't worry, God win. Let's put it like that. You can't miss 2 hours of a show, especially when, you know, we have so much more to give you in our second hour. You're bound to have something that we can give you.
Yeah, we know that some people are late risers, and we wanted to make sure that everyone is catered to. So here we are for another hour of this amazing show, Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Now, we're still live online. Don't doubt it. tvcontinental.tv, and of course on Facebook at TVC Connect. Ensure your comments have our hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
That's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and early detection is key to full recovery. We're supposed to have an oncologist on the show
Soon enough. Yeah.
soon enough. So probably tomorrow or Friday, we're going to have the oncologist join us.
So you can send in your questions online. Make
Yep.
sure you use our hashtag. If you have any questions for the oncologist, maybe we will ensure that they can answer it. Then when it comes to funny videos making you smile as you prepare for your day, we will have quite a few for you.
Yeah, we will.
Uncle Savannah not paid me. I saw 5,000 naira outside.
Let me see it.
This is the money you're looking for.
Thank you very much. You're drinking.
You're never gonna give Uncle the money now.
If you move, I will blow your nose.
After that, one of Nigeria's most foremost comedian, Teju Babyface, will be joining us on the couch for discussion.
What it means is that as we speak, we are already importing a bunch of cows into the country.
Sorry, sir. Heard?
Heard about what? Heard. I heard you quite clearly. Well, I heard you, yes?
No, sir. Heard of cows. Heard.
Then working. Wait. Of course, I've heard of cows. If I've not heard of cows, why will I be here talking about cows? I've heard of cows.
You know, this cow stuff reminds me of Kanye West's visit with Kim Kardashian to Uganda.
Yeah.
You know what the president gave them, President Museveni?
I don't know. What do you know?
He gave them 10 cows.
Really?
I'm serious.
For
like
real?
10 cows. Like, wow.
That's a lot.
You know,
of
cows are actually wealth for.
Did you see the video where they gave him a pair of Yeezy shoes?
Yeezy shoes. Give who a pair?
The president.
Yes,
Oh
they
my
gave in
God.
exchange, yes. 10 cows and his book.
So he said,
they gave him-
what is this?
What
so
is-
they said, no, the pair of Yeezy shoes. He said, what is it for? They use it for football? They said, no, you just wear it. It's fashion. Okay.
Then the president said that he has interest in rap. So if Kanye ever needs an extra rapper,
Oh, wow,
he'll drop.
wow.
So I can just imagine how the president will go. My name is Museveni.
So it's interesting
so
you should talk
cool.
about it, because one of the engineers is actually a friend of the house. Olaiton, that producer from Nigeria. He's worked with Cobams and so many amazing artists in Nigeria. He was actually one of the engineers working there. He posted a lot of pictures about how nice they actually are.
In Uganda.
You know, as in, yeah, he was talking about, you know, the people, the hospitality, and the tourism, and that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Tourism in Nigeria.
Yeah, talking about Africa quickly. Today is actually the International Day of Eradication of Poverty.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
okay.
it is. And, well, we all know that the UN is working. This is what Africa is one of their Millennium Developmental Goals, basically, eradicating of poverty. And
We need to promote the good side of Africa, though, because people forget that even in European countries, in America, there's also poverty.
Well, we pray that eventually we'll be able to rid the continent of poverty.
Indeed.
Eventually.
All right.
It seems far off, but I think it's possible.
We will.
We will.
welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria. Our guest on the couch right now prides herself as hip-hop's sweetheart. And that's no other than the strong and persistent lyricist called Titi Low-Key. She performed earlier and it was awesome. So we need to get to know her. I'm sure her fans are raving. Like, who is this lady? Who is this rapalicious beauty that, you know, serenaded us this morning? So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you for having me.
So, Titi.
Yes.
I saw your performance earlier and I was really wowed.
Thank you.
As a rap artist in Nigeria, how did it all begin?
It actually all began, my first performance was when I was like 5. And I was actually dancing. I danced in front of a crowd of like 300 people. Wow. And it just started from there. And I was started off as like a background dancer. Then I started writing. And from writing, I started rapping and performing and recording. And it all went from there.
Great
Yeah.
stuff. And you've been doing since 2012, since you moved back to Nigeria?
Yes, yes. So Afrobeat and Nigerian music, I started doing that because my sister, she actually moved to Nigeria when she was like 23, and she does public health. And when I came to visit her and I went out, I was like, I love the music here. And she would send me all the CDs, all the Divine CDs, Two-Face and everybody.
Wow.
And I just fell in love. So I came in 2012 and I started pursuing music from there in Nigeria.
How's the response been so far? Because we've seen that, truthfully, Nigeria hasn't really been favorable to a lot of female Nigerian artists, rappers especially.
Especially
so,
rappers.
How's the response been so far? Has it favored you? Has it not favored you?
I feel like it's been good. I've met a lot of people and they do give me great advice, but I do feel like when it comes to rap, they're slower to want to listen. And like you said, especially for women in this industry. So it's not that they don't like the music, it's just trying to figure out how to break it through to make it bigger. But I feel like now people are, a little more open, which is a good thing. So it's progress, but it's growth. So that's a good thing.
How do you plan to break through? Do you have any strategy in mind?
As much promo and marketing and advertisement and social media, of course, is like the most popular thing now. So just building my presence on social media is like the #1 thing.
Talking about programming, because you did a little bit of that growing up. Yeah. How do you intend to, use that as a strategy in, changing the mindset of people towards rap music in Nigeria?
I think it's just getting in front of them more, because the more they see it, the more they hear it, the more they'll be understanding, and then the more they'll want it. So it's just more of giving it to them, more presenting it a little bit more for them to understand.
Let's talk about your record label.
Yes.
You're young, and then you have like a record label. So what gave birth to that idea?
So actually, what gave birth to it is because when I was really hustling hard, like back in 2012, I realized that women don't have as many opportunities as men, and that's everywhere around the world. And I feel like no matter whether it's being an actress or being an artist, I feel like women have to go through a lot more to get in the industry. And I feel like some of the men take advantage of women in the industry and they try to pressure them to do things that they don't want to do. And when they say no, they also try to blackball them or try to, say bad things about them just because they refuse, to fall under that pressure. And so that's why I started Nina Records, which stands for no is never an answer. Never take no for an answer. If God says this is for you, and if God gives you a passion, then you must pursue it. And I feel like my label is going to be based off of talent and work ethic, not doing any kind of favors or falling for any kind of pressure. And it's funny because Emma Naira, she actually posted something on Instagram the other day that related to that, challenging DJs and media people, to start pushing women more. And she started Naira Nation, and it was like, wow, that's funny, because that's literally the same reason for my label.
Have you been pressured in any way?
I have definitely been tried many times by men, like, oh, come to my house for this meeting. Like, no, I don't need to come to your house. We can meet outside in public. From there they call me rude, and it's like, okay, I'll be the rude gal. I don't mind. So yeah, it's definitely plenty of times, but I say no every time.
I'm really liking that no is never
an answer. Ever. Never. No matter what you want to do in life, never take no for an answer.
Have you signed up anyone?
Not yet. I have signed producers.
Oh, okay.
But not any artists yet.
Okay.
But it's growing.
So what do you intend to do? I mean, are you working towards any collaborations with any Nigerian artists?
I am. Don't say yet, but I am. It's coming.
Give me names. Give us names. I'm sure we want to know. Okay,
well, I'll say in the past, some artists I've worked with in the past. I've worked with Two-Face in the past, with the Oxfam Ambassadors, Sound Sultan. I've been on stage with like MI, Ice Prince, but for my new EP coming out.
Oh, it's going to be dope.
I don't want to say yet, but I have a lot in the works.
I don't hear females in all of the names that you've mentioned.
I've met Tiwa Savage. I haven't worked with her yet, but I love her. She's such a sweetheart. But yeah, I haven't met too many women, actually. Emma Naira.
Okay.
I might call her to do a feature or something. We might work together soon.
Okay. So why do I have a feeling that your record label has a thing to do with more of women? Because I see
Yes,
the whole...
definitely
you
women
sound like a
empowerment.
feminist. Yeah, so we're going to dance to a song, because you're a dancer, you dance, yeah.
Yes.
I know that you can be. I saw you making some moves earlier on, and then, yeah, the shaku shaku. So let's listen to your music and see how we can groove to this one. So you're going to be teaching me how to shaku shaku, and I'm going to be teaching you how to shaku shaku, because I'm not even sure if I can do it myself.
Well, this one is a little slower, so you want to start with that?
No, you start.
Okay, let's see.
So the music is coming on, yeah. So we're going to that, yeah.
So you teach me too.
No, you teach me, yeah. So, you see, she's doing better than me, yeah. Oh, okay, let's do that again. Oh, let's try. Okay, so let's do that again. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, it's so nice talking to you. Thank you so much. Yeah. All the best, all the best. So we're going to listen to more of that, music coming up for you. And we have music videos coming up next, people. Stay tuned for more on funny videos here coming up more on the show. So yeah, let's keep moving to the song. Yeah.
Give me that! Give me that! Next time you lost my money in this house, I will beat you. I said what?
Next time you lost money in this house, I will beat you.
You beat me?
Wait, what is it? Because I lost 5,000 naira. Uncle Sabalona beat me.
I saw 5,000 naira outside.
Let me see it.
This is the money you're looking for.
Thank you very much. Yeah, bring it.
You're never gonna give Uncle the money now.
If you move, I will blow your nose.
Just get out of my way.
Money.
Sir.
Do you want to kill yourself?
I'm yes, I want to kill myself. But I just short slam. So I have to eat carbohydrate, protein, calcium, vitamin, everything packed. That can regain that blood.
Honorable Madam, what do you think about politicians? They are not serious. They are like garden egg. There's no egg inside. They are like wine. The older they are, the more relevant they think they are. They can never step down. The only thing that they can step down is their age. Jesus. Today they will tell you they are 70. Tomorrow they will say they are 60. Right now they have football age. They will tell you I am under 50. They are not serious. Politicians are the senior brothers of Yahoo Boy. Okay. Yahoo Boys press. Politicians oppress. Politicians are like bad DJs. They can spoil your party. Politicians are like Nollywood actors. What you see is not what they are. How can you say you build a stadium in 3 days? Are you God? How can you empower youth with laptop? What do you want them to use it for? How can you empower your youth with wheelbarrow to push your agenda? Is your agenda yam? You are a politician, you are moving from party to party. Today you will say, I stand with this one. Tomorrow, I stand with this one. Are you erection? Hey! Some people you are even standing with cannot even stand.
How do we hear of this?
I have one word for them. That is political ideology.
So what does that mean?
Do I know?
Don't worry, I'm not waiting for a small one. I'll take you to America. See, I'll take you to Disneyland. I think London is sweet, but UK is very... In the UK, when I was last week, I said, don't watch it.
Uncle Toby, what's wrong?
Those guys are owing them money.
Don't worry, we got this.
Help me! Help me look for Wait, our Monico. Come back. This one has critical issue. Help me now.
Dokpe, simple acting. You cannot act.
What?
What are you to go back?
I hear me, me. Jesus is Lord.
It don't happen.
Never too close. Never too close.
Honorable Manager, what do you think about fake friends? They are not serious. They are like local government. They are not really close to the people. They are like cheap makeup. They can spoil your look. Okay. They are like road safety. They are always looking for fault. They are like a pastor that is selling protection stickers and is still using bodyguard. They are like Ross girls. They just want to benefit. They are like China phone. They don't last. Their friendship is too short. It's like MI. It's not everybody that is calling you blood that is happy with you. Some want to use it for blood money. not everybody that will tell you, bigger you, I pray, that wants you to be big. Some want you to die of obesity. The way they spread your perfume is the same way they spread your secret. When you are in need, you will call me, I will answer. But when I'm in need, if I call you, you put your phone on airplane mode. Are you a pilot? It was out of anger that my uncle killed his fake friend. I have one word for them. That is fake audiography.
So what does that mean?
Do I know?
Yes, I'm saying bye-bye to those fake.
Welcome back. Badewonola Olateju Oyelakin is a Nigerian comedian and actor and the creator of Minding Your Talent, an initiative that helps young Africans achieve career success.
More widely known and fondly known as Teju Babyface, he developed the Teju Babyface show in 2010, which ran up to its 6th season. Prior to that, he had been cast as a main character in Tade Ogidon's movie Diamond Ring in 1998. And of course, he has gone on to become a mentor to so many.
He's an author now.
He's an author of 2 books.
The father of twins.
Yes, indeed. The king of talk.
You're like an action hero now.
Honestly, like we didn't see it coming.
There used to be one Uncle T in Lagos.
Really?
That's Uncle Tade Ogidon, but
Okay,
now there's
okay,
2 because
okay,
you know
okay.
you're a daddy now and stuff.
Uncle Teju Babyface is in the building. Welcome.
Why are you forming quiet now?
Hey, so I'm now Uncle T.
Uncle T.
In fact, Daddy T. Sir.
Uncle T. You are doing mentoring. You're Uncle
It's
T.
only Tade Ogidon that's Uncle T.
So how's it going, man?
I'm good. Good to see you, Mr. Yomi Owotikpe. And Titi the Dynamite.
Yes. Thank you.
What's up? How's it going?
We've been trying to get you on this set for a very long time.
Yes.
Because we wanted to pick your brain.
Yeah.
You know, where did these ideas come from? How do you keep them flowing?
In a nutshell, my career has been difficult thus far. I didn't have it easy. Even as a student, I didn't know what I wanted to do. In the university, I was not moved by any of the traditional industries, and my career has progressed thus. I'm the actor who entered the acting industry at the top. Acted in a movie called Diamond Ring, and because I started at the top, there was nowhere else to go. Tade Ogidon cast you in his first movie in the major role. Your chances of progression after that are limited. Like Fred Amata told me then, you can either be cast at this point by Amaka Igwe or Tunde Kelani, and those ones don't do movies every day. And so then I became a comedian. At the time when most comedians were from the Niger Delta, and you had to speak pidgin English. And so it was that hustle and that. And then Teju Babyface show started, and where I was executive producer, host, costumier, writer, and everything. In a country where you have to pay TV stations to air the program you sweated to produce. So my creativity, such as referred to it, is born out of necessity and stress. But often the greatest things come out of when you're pressed. So like gold that goes through a fire and becomes refined, like an olive. You know, people use olive oil, but they forget that the olive that produced the oil was crushed. So it is under pressure that creativity flows, or it is from pressure rather, from whence creativity flows. So that is to answer your question in a nutshell.
Yeah, I remember back in Unilag, I mean, we were in lag together. And one of the things that when you were starting out was that even at the time, I mean, it was with, you were with TA at the time, you know, so it was either you or TA that was known on campus for either hosting shows or doing comedy. And I remember very clearly that one of the challenges at the time was that on campus, you know how it is, you know, boys are just making noise and abusing you and things like that. So every time you get on the stage, there's always distractions. People are just always making noise and stuff. But I know that one of the craziest things you used to do at the time, you used to answer people in the crowd.
Stroking.
So they will abuse you abuse back, and it was always crazy. But you stood your ground, no matter what happened and no matter what show it was. What was that thing that was driving you at the time?
Well, as much as I never quite knew what I wanted to be in life, I always knew what I should have been doing part-time. So when I got into Unilag, I was a student of insurance. I didn't want to do insurance, but I knew I wanted to be an actor. So I joined Theatre 15. And that was what I wanted to do at that time, so I gave it my all. So little wonder that I appeared in a movie, even though I didn't orchestrate that. So onto comedy. At the time, I decided that, look, acting wasn't going to work for me because, like I said, no more movie roles, so I was going to become a comedian. And that was all. So I have tunnel vision in a sense. Once I am set on doing something, then it's usually a case of it is all this or nothing. And hence the books that I'm writing, I am convinced now that I am a mentor and an author. And I'll keep doing this. So as the books keep coming and the initiatives of mentoring keep coming, you will ask that, how come the tunnel vision? Because that's all I can see in my sight. Same thing with the Teju Babyface show. In fact, what you read said the show ran up until its 6th season. I remember I wrote that in the time when the Teju Babyface show was down. So you're reading of something I wrote in 2014. So in the years 2014 and 15, Teju Babyface show was down. The frustrations and the pressures that finally nearly put us under. But after a while, it came again within my sight, and I had tunnel vision about it. So Teju Babyface show is back and doing well. So that's how I stand my ground. It's tunnel vision.
I actually saw that. You revamped a couple of things. You changed the show around a little bit.
There's a clip of the show on the screen right now.
Oh yeah, that's our new.
Yeah.
That's our new
set.
Well, no, this is not the new set. This is the set from last season. This is the set from last season. The new set is a bit is bigger than this.
Yeah.
Looks the same, but it's bigger and it's finer in a sense.
The plural term for calling your nieces and nephews, if you don't want to say my nieces and nephews, is to say nibblings. Do you know King Sunny Ade was the first Nigerian artist to buy a Rolls Royce in London?
Okay, so it's a really fun show.
It's
been aired on so many channels, you know, over the years. But I want to go back to your theater days, being on stage, especially with T15. Okay, I know it as T15 because I was in Theater 15 as well.
Yeah.
I came in as a newbie fresher, and I saw this fresh young guy with all the action and activity and energy, you know. I felt like there was someone you were trying to be like. There was someone you were trying to mirror.
Yeah.
Who was your...
Easy. Pass me that book. Forget Principles Fundamental. Let's pass. Easy. Easy.
Okay,
I just open it for you.
Okay.
I talk about 4 types of mentors in this book. And incidentally, the first mentor that I talk about is called, read it out.
What?
The first
The
type
hero mentor and his secrets.
The hero mentor. So the person you have just asked me about is my hero mentor.
Okay.
So let me introduce my hero mentor to you. Read this line if you can.
Okay, where?
Just this line, right here.
Okay. The Richard Moffat Damager, my childhood hero.
Yeah, RMD.
The RMD.
All I wanted to be was RMD.
Wow.
Now, it occurred to me after a while that I would never manage the top part. That my parents had doomed that part. Daddy and mommy had made sure that I was never going to go beyond 5'7". But as far as all the other things were concerned, I might not have been as fine, but I wasn't too far behind in those takes, you know. And then I could dress well, and I was going to be rich, I was going to be famous, I was going to be dark. And so RMD is that person you have just, RMD. In fact, I remember the first time I saw him when he walked on the set of Diamond Drink when we were shooting. I almost passed out.
Wow.
And he did not reciprocate my affections because I was carrying costume for the costumier. I was helping the costumier carry costumes from the car to the shoot. And the first thing he said was, come. Are you the costume boy? He didn't even wait for me to answer. We've gone past this stage in Nigeria. We shouldn't be carrying costumes like this. We should have bags. And he walked away.
Wow. My hero.
What arrogance is.
Okay. Now, we know that you've just recently become a new father.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Having twins is
oh, by the way,
easy
Mama
feat.
Abeji.
Baba Abeji.
Yeah, okay, so you guys...
Yes. You are a junior colleague. What are you talking about? You are a junior colleague.
See how many children I have?
It doesn't matter. Anybody that has twins, even if they have you 50 years after you, they are your senior colleague.
Okay, no problem. I agree. But, you know...
tell us about it.
Oh, about having twins.
The new experience.
I mean, we've got a photo shoot on
the pictures
on the screen
there.
It was great news. I mean, the blogs carried it. This was something that it was a long time waiting, and it finally happened. And of course, you told some of your stories on Instagram and a couple of people that follow you. And so talk to us about how you feel being a daddy.
Well, you have to remember that for me it was a bit more serious. Because one of my uncles called me sometime 2 years ago, and he said in Yoruba, and I'll try to translate. He said, you must do something about this thing, because, and then that was when Yoruba came in, because Iran meta ki toshi. What it means basically is that 3 generations in a family shouldn't suffer the same thing. By which he meant to refer to the fact that my father had also had to wait about 10 years.
Wow.
to have children, and you know, it really made my growing up complicated because my father had to make a few moves in that which he otherwise wouldn't have had to make. So my uncle was saying that to me. So married without children for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years was beginning to seem to me as if whatever it was that was happening in the family had transferred itself and passed down to me. So it was very worrisome for me going, and I had to really get serious with my Creator and God at some point and say, look, let's trash
issues out.
Yeah, because there is the part of the Bible that says that the scepter of wickedness shall never rest on the land allotted to the righteous, lest the righteous dip his hand into iniquity. So before I go and start finding solutions to this thing, look, are you going to sort this thing out or not? And he did. So you can imagine for me that in fact, it was so, I dared not even think about it. Like I was telling her, I always wanted to be called Baba Abiji, but I dared not even think that it was a possibility that could happen. So when my wife got pregnant, will this happen? Will this happen? God, you can't be so wicked to tease us with this. Will this happen? So when it finally happened, I mean,
amazing.
It was amazing, but I didn't have time to enjoy the relief because the worry. The worry immediately entered. The worry entered. The child is small. The child knows. Is the child all right? The mother, you know, and all that running up and down. So it's
but it's been good. I mean, we, those of us that follow you on social media, we see the proud father, sleepless nights, putting up photographs at 1 a.m. I'm like, this guy, I've entered.
Yes.
Now you're calling me junior colleague.
Oh, yeah, junior colleague.
Instead of calling me for mentoring, to give you secrets.
Yes, so.
You have a book here, Secrets of the Streets. I should teach you secrets of fatherhood.
Oh, wow. Okay.
A few things that you need to know.
Okay. So while you guys argue over who is teaching who what, I think I'm going to be heading to the kitchen.
Yeah, and we invite you to join us.
Yeah, he's inviting you now. But when we told him it was plantain earlier, he was like, man, that plantain is all mine. But it's you, Teju, so let's take you to the kitchen, please.
Yes, please.
Come and have a bite for breakfast.
So while we're doing that, I mean, 2 books out already. Very soon, we'll soon be calling you a prolific author.
In fact, I'm going in for that title.
Yeah, prolific. So that's 2 books. First is Secret of the Streets by Teju Babyface Oyelaki, and also Forget Principles, Fundamental.
All right.
Hi.
Welcome.
Today's meal has been prepared by Chef Uncle V. And what he made today was plantain egg fritters.
Plantain egg frittata.
Okay, tell us about how we made this.
Basically, what
No.
Okay.
Don't worry, bring it, please. Please bring it.
Oh, you want to take a slice?
Thank you.
Why?
The shot has not been framed and it's going to cut it into here.
Okay, all right. No,
okay. So basically, what we have here is fried plantain.
Yeah.
With egg. So how we achieved this was we fried the plantain, and then we fried the vegetables, mixed it with the egg.
The comedian in me is just coming out.
So you're free.
Since when you started to speak, you say, "Oh, we did this fried plantain." I was say before. How you for do now? If you're not fried, you say fried plantain. Before. So this is local pizza.
Yes.
This is done.
Yes, Nigerian pizza.
Yes.
Nothing to you.
So egg and dodo, now you do like this, like say now.
Instead of spending 6K on your pizza, just,
there you go.
Yes, indeed.
A couple of thousand.
Please help yourself.
All right. Please have a bite. Tell us how it is.
Look, what if at this point we are doing 365 days fasting in my church? How do I tell our GU now that I ate on TV?
The proof is already there. We see you.
A big shout out to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories. And of course,
Fola's Place as well.
Yes, indeed.
For doing our hair on the show.
All right, so while he takes a bite, we have to say our bye-byes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Wednesday already. What?
Thank you to Teju Babyface for joining us on the show today.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Exactly, and of course all our other guests as well.
Wow.
Well done, Uncle V.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
We'll be back again tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Check us out online with our hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
No, I know you lie. It makes sense.
Ciao.